This is WIUR Radio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the
Hello.
Pop Culture Crew, episode 8. We're very excited to be here. I'm Jackson Burkhart. my
Jack
good friend,
Driscoll.
Jack Driscoll. Let's hop right in because I'm excited.
Okay.
So Frankenstein came out the other day,
Yes.
November 7th. Haven't seen it yet. I don't know whether they're going to watch it all. Me, him, and a couple others are going to watch it all together.
we're gonna
or if we're
figure it
just going
out.
to do it mixed match. I will 100% have seen it by next week's episode.
I probably will too.
because I'm so excited to watch it. But haven't seen it yet only because we want to watch it all together. So
Mhm.
we're gonna possibly make that happen. But I wanted to shout that out again. Frankenstein, it's out. Everybody, I would say go to the theaters, but they did like a limited
Yeah, it was like a
theatrical
limited thing.
release in like other countries too. I think they did like most of it in Europe or something.
No, it's probably South America because that's where Del Toro is from.
That would make sense. But no, they did that. So, but it's on Netflix. I feel like most people got Netflix. So everyone check out Frankenstein on Netflix. Give it a
South
watch.
American, right? I feel like he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I
think
couldn't
he
remember if it
lived
was
in Mexico. I think.
Yeah.
So, everyone check out Frankenstein. On the next up on the docket, though,
Yeah.
things coming out soon. So I'm looking forward to Wicked 2, which comes out November 21st.
I'm gonna catch up so I can watch it.
He literally the other day we were driving somewhere in his car and he's like, "Have you heard this song from Wicked?" And I'm like, "I know, I've seen Wicked." And he's like, "No, do you remember this one?" And
Yeah.
you're sitting there telling me about like how you love all the music, and I'm like, "Dude, then watch Wicked." Because I'm telling you, it's not like it's only the songs that are good. It's such
I know
a
it's
fun
good.
movie.
I saw it on Broadway, and I couldn't tell you what happened. By the way, in the show, in the spoil, not spoil, in the story. And then I was supposed to watch it with you at some point, but you watched it over one of the breaks we weren't here
Mhm.
when you were trying to catch up to
Yeah.
your Oscar movies, and then I just never got around to it because we watched like eight other movies for the Oscars
Yeah,
after that.
I watched it actually the night before the Oscars. Or yeah.
And you were home that night, so
I went home
couldn't.
and I watched Wicked by myself in my living room.
So
for
I
2
couldn't,
hours and
like,
45 minutes.
I
It
think
was
the only ones I
amazing.
missed were Nickel Boys and Wicked. Those were the only two films that I missed. We saw the rest of them.
And there was one.
Oh, the Johnny Cash one. No, not Johnny Cash. Bob Dylan. I didn't see the Bob Dylan
Oh.
one.
No, then there was one more. I honestly don't. I actually.
Oh,
didn't
it
even
was
see
it
I forgot what
that
it's called.
foreign film that we couldn't find?
that literally didn't exist.
Yeah, we couldn't find
It
that one.
literally, like, I checked everything. It's not even like you had to buy it for $20. It literally, I could not find it. It just didn't exist.
Yeah.
At least when I was looking for it, from what I found, I can't remember the name of it. I'm so sorry, but no, that was an interesting year for the Oscars. There was some really good stuff in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
We should do a mini retrospective one day
should.
on that.
We have a lot of retrospectives. to do.
Because yes, we'll get around to our Red Dead one, but that was
Yes. It was supposed to be last week,
mhm.
and now I've played more. Wait till I beat the game for
Mhm.
the second time, then we'll go over it.
Yeah, but no, Wicked is incredible. Everyone watch Wicked, so you can go to Wicked 2
In the movies.
in the movies.
I don't know how much that one needs your support. I think that one will get a big showing. Regardless.
I think
See it wherever
people
you
like-
want. That
yeah.
one. Recommend the cinemas, but it's not like that one's going to be
In
a struggling
IMAX.
project. Yeah, it's not
I'll
like
see
that
it
one's
in
going to be a
IMAX.
struggling project. Did you see? I know it's not on your list, but did you see One Battle After Another comes to streaming on the 14th?
I did see that.
Just 2 weeks. No, not 2 weeks. 3 weeks after it got released.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Wow. I'm very excited to watch it again.
I will
some
watch it
point
again at
because
some point.
I thought that was a great. That's like one of the highlight movies.
Yeah, that was
100%.
good. That was a good movie.
But and just to end off the upcoming things we got, there's a bunch of stuff. We'll probably next week touch up again on Vince Gilligan's new show. I think
Yes,
that's
I have to
coming out
watch
soon.
it. The first episode came out.
It is out.
Kojima said Vince Gilligan
I
has
didn't
done
do
it
my
again.
research. Really?
Mhm.
All right. Isn't it on like Apple TV
Yeah,
Plus?
I have
Yeah.
Apple TV.
You got to share that. To
Yeah,
me, bro.
I
I
got
gotta
you.
watch it.
But also, if for all of your media reviews, go to Kojima. He gives you. That's how you get the
yeah,
best
Hideo-
reviews.
Thank you, Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Because he
Love
either
to
says
have
that
him
he
in the
saw it
show.
in the theaters and he hated it so much he won't give anything about it, or he gives you a very
or
a very detailed review.
extremely detailed review.
Yeah.
But just to end off some upcoming things, again, we've mentioned it multiple times. FNAF 2, the Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I'm super
I thought that
excited.
game came out in
I don't-
2013.
I don't remember if we mentioned it on the last week's episode, but they released a trailer.
No, that came out this week. Like Saturday came out the trailer.
It did.
The new
Because
one.
we saw that and it was horrifying. It looks really good.
There was,
I'm excited.
Yeah, there was one that came out recently. The one we saw in the theaters, we mentioned that one when we
Mhm.
saw it, but there was another one that came out that was good.
But folks, this is this year again. We'll have a major double feature day because of the same day, December 5th, that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 will be coming out.
Mhm.
We have to look forward to the Jujutsu Kaisen execution movie.
I've heard good things. It came out in
Which-
Japan last
yes,
week.
it did. Which, for anyone who doesn't know and knows about Jujutsu Kaisen, essentially it will be I think it said an hour and 30 something minutes is the
It's the
runtime.
first 2 episodes of the new season with a compilation of the best scenes from
Yes,
last season.
it's basically a compilation summarizing the Shibuya incident,
Mhm.
just giving you the major details of what happened to that, and it rolls into you get to watch the first 2 episodes of the Culling Games.
Yep. Which then come out January
in
5th.
January, yeah. So,
January 5th, 2026.
I for right now, I am planning to do a double feature that day. I would like to.
What is that, a Friday?
Because
Because we could do. I would be able to do on the Saturday. I think it's a Friday.
I think
Everything
it is
comes
a
out on
Friday. Yeah, it is a Friday. Because you have D&D.
But
We'll figure it out. But we have the big day. It's
Yeah.
this is a Barbenheimer level,
yes, 100%.
level threat. But I want to talk about this real quick. Well, not real quick, but we're gonna get into this.
Mm.
Jack here has started The Walking Dead.
I am on halfway through episode 6.
Mhm. So you just gush for a minute because I have seen everything like episode by episode up till I think season 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And then I saw bits and pieces, but I also know what happens the rest of the story. But I've watched the beginning of that show, like the first couple seasons, multiple times.
So I have like a lot of fragmented spoilers, which I won't get into because I don't want to like invite any more spoilers into
Mhm.
my viewing of the series. But I have there's been a lot of people around me that have watched The Walking Dead have been telling me I can name at least 8 friends off the
Yeah.
top of my head, not even including you guys who I lived with last year. And I just was one of those things where it literally was like The Last of Us.
Yeah.
My friend made a joke that I'm on my zombie media
yeah.
grind right now, and I'm just getting the zombie media that I have been putting off for so long. I mean, the show's great. Like, the story's very interesting. Like, I can't not enjoy what's going on. It's just I'm glad that people are starting to transition and realize that there are parts of the show that are very unintentionally funny. Because
Yeah.
everyone's like, this is the
Mhm.
most serious show you're ever going to watch. You're going to sit down. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is
Mhm.
heartbreaking. And then Shane goes, let me tell you
Let me tell you
something.
something, man.
And I can't keep a straight face.
Mhm.
But there are moments where the show gets me, boom, serious. I'm a straight face. Oh my God. When, what's it called? In episode 4, when Andrea's sister gets bit, I'm locked in. And then you get Glenn going, we don't burn them. We bury them. And then I'm laughing again. And it's
Mhm.
it's not supposed to be funny, but it's the funny 2000s delivery
Yeah.
that always gets me. Because
Yeah,
it has
it
that
really is.
cheesy 2000s that
Yeah.
Jesse Pinkman has, where
Yeah.
there's some scenes where it's I didn't mean to. And you're just what are why?
It's really it's really good. And I don't know if you know this. So basically, what happened? I'm a little hazy on the full details because I've heard 2 different versions of the story, so I don't know which one's true. But after the first 2 seasons, the lead writer was fired.
Mhm.
So you can tell. A lot of people say you can and I agree. You can clearly tell going into season 3, and while still good, that there's a shift in the way the show is going.
Mhm.
Because that guy was just so good. I forgot his name, but he was
No,
it was
dialogue is
so good.
incredible.
Everything, just everything was so good. And then he got fired, and you can tell, but it's the first couple seasons of that show are just some of the best television I think ever made.
Yeah.
It is
100%.
incredible.
I can see
It
where
has
where you're
that
from.
tension. It has all that dread. It has all that with comedy
Yeah.
mixed in.
Let me process this.
It's got romance. It's got action.
It's got Norman Reedus.
It's got Norman Reedus.
Which
So it's
I've
got a
been-
little bit of everything, and it really is. I mean, I can't say the same for the later seasons. Some of the later seasons get a little out of whack, but
I've been told that I'm a little late to the Norman Reedus train. That I got
Yeah.
I picked him up. I picked up how good his acting was on one of his weirder roles. That's what my friends have been telling me. They're like,
I've also been telling you
yes.
that.
Like when we went to Comic-Con, we met Troy Baker.
We did.
And I was
Very
making a
great.
joke like, oh, they have all the stuff. Like they had like pictures that you could get signed by Troy Baker. And I was like, yeah, they had Higgs and they also had Loki from Marvel Rivals. And they're like, it's really funny to me that you were there
He's
for like
Loki and Marvel
Mhm.
Rivals. I did not know that.
they're like, it's really funny to us that you think it's weird that he has like Loki there, but that you're there for like his most niche role known to man for like Higgs and Death Stranding.
Yeah.
He's like, they're like, yeah, I'm sure everybody's there for Joel Miller and not the tweaker in
Yeah,
Death Stranding too.
Probably. I mean, there were a lot of people there with the baby and everything.
Well, it's because Norman Reedus was right next door.
Well, no, I know Norman Reed, but like there were a lot of Death Stranding.
I'm
fans
really
there.
tempted to buy that baby. I'm tempted to ask for the baby for Christmas. Like really, like my
The
uncle is
$200
a,
baby in
a
a
big
jar.
fan of like he doesn't give like cash or anything. He gets actual gifts.
Mhm.
Get me the Death Stranding baby. My friend was like, "What are you gonna do when somebody comes into your room?" It's like, "Oh, they see the Steel Ball Run posters. You know, that's relatively normal. And then you've got a life-size baby in a jar from Death Stranding."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Death Stranding,
Mhm.
the baby."
Mhm. Oh, so also quick side note: I finished Chainsaw Man season 1.
Yes,
After I saw the
after
movie,
the movie,
but
they don't really
was,
connect that much.
well, they introduced Beam,
Yeah, they do be.
and I kind of wish I finished it before we saw the movie because I don't. But Beam's like my favorite character, and I really like him. He was funny. Zombies, but no, it was good. I consider myself a fan now. I still have not been like blown away.
And then you got the whole show spoiled for you on Instagram.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Delete Instagram, people. If you want to enjoy any piece of media, please just delete Instagram, delete TikTok. Because I went 5 years and the only thing I knew about Chainsaw Man was the kid morphs with his devil dog and now he has chainsaws for arms and a head. I saw the movie. Now I know the entire show in the matter of a week and a half. I know that pretty much everything that happens against my will. I didn't want to know that, but anyway, I just wanted to say that, shout it out because it's actually really good. I'm
Great.
excited for season. I think they just saw something that they're working on season 2 or something.
Yeah, they've
So-
been working on it for a while. I'm
But
sure.
we're getting closer to.
Yeah, because the JJK season 3 took the precedence for Mappa was the Shibuya arc took precedence after Chainsaw season 1. Then after the Shibuya arc, they put all the people onto the Chainsaw Man movie. They had a small crew working on it. Then they put everybody else on it. Then they finished the movie, and then they made JJK season 3, which is why
Yeah.
JJK season 3 was so like not publicized very much. And then now they're working on this.
On Chainsaw Man season 2. Well, I'm very excited. Very, very excited. I wanted to do an interesting hot topic here today, Jack.
Okay.
Now, this one I think we're going to agree on, but this is a hot topic. A lot of
Mhm.
people might disagree with us on that. The Simpsons is better than Family Guy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I really don't like Family Guy.
I think
At
Family
all.
Guy is funniest when they deep fry it on Instagram.
Yeah, so that's it. That stuff is really funny. I'm going to be honest.
I just got you out
but-
of jury duty. And then he gets like hit by the door, and then the other Brian comes in and goes, "I just got you out of jury duty."
Yes.
It's like, what are you doing?
That's
Smoking crack?
what? that's the funniest Family Guy.
That's fun. That's
Yes.
Family Guy. It's funniest, but like I actually sat down and watched an episode of Family Guy the other day just out of pure curiosity, and it was like the overarching like episode was like Lois was mad at her dad, and then all of a sudden Peter was like, "Do you remember the time that I flew off a plane and blew up halfway through the air, and then all my body parts rained down on a bunch of people in the woods?" And I'm like, "What? What are you talking
It's just-
about?"
I don't know. I was just literally while I was writing my notes. I was
just-
just thinking about it, and I was like, I really don't.
But
like
then you
Family
think
Guy. I think The Simpsons is just in every way so
Yeah.
much better.
because The Simpsons actually construct their jokes really well. Like Seth MacFarlane's early seasons of Family Guy are actually not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you watch the early seasons, they're
Yeah.
funny and they're not like shock humor, but they're not like they're like Seth MacFarlane is a very funny and talented person.
Mm-hmm.
He phoned it in with like after season like 5 of Family Guy, and you
Yeah.
can tell he even like stepped away from it. I don't think he really does anything on
No,
the
I don't think he does the writing. I think
No.
he just does the voices now.
But
He just
Matt Groening, how do you pronounce it?
Matt Groening.
Groening. He is still going. He's a genius.
Like
I think
his other hit shows like Futurama.
Yeah.
Futurama's
awesome.
widely
Disenchanted was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Disenchanted. I rewatched it recently to finally catch up from last season.
Mhm.
It's definitely a a journey from The Simpsons and Futurama. It's more of a concise Gravity Falls type storytelling, but it's got its comedy in it. I think The Simpsons is just superior.
I think it's just so much better.
I think
every way.
The top 3 funniest primetime television shows are Curb Your Enthusiasm, South Park, and The Simpsons. I don't think you get any funnier than that. Maybe Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but
That could be up there.
But I think you don't get any funnier than that.
That's probably like 3 or honorable mention if you're interchangeable. But yeah, that was a quick one because I don't know. I
think we both agreed on that one, and then we have the same exact opinion on it.
But no, I wanted to put some controversial stuff out there. I think The Simpsons is much better. You were not with us, but I watched Weapons the other day.
Oh yes.
Whoa, man.
Was it good?
It was incredible.
Was it as scary as it was when I was watching the trailer in IMAX for the Fantastic Four?
No. It wasn't as like scary as I thought it'd be, but it was as freaky and like freaky as in like made me uncomfortable when I think about how like they're kids, bro. Like the kids are getting like kidnapped, and it's
because doesn't the like weird like can I spoil it for a second?
Yeah,
like it doesn't.
Spoiler alert for Weapons, so skip a little bit if you're.
Yeah. Now that they've skipped, doesn't the weird ant go like?
Yeah, she does like voodoo witch magic and lures all the kids into like a basement.
Yeah,
but it was just that part was like fictional, but it is like a real thing that like kids get kidnapped. So that was what was freaky. It was like the realism, like it was
watched
so
it in
hard.
IMAX,
and like watching the parents be so like torn up. Josh Brolin was in it.
Yes.
And he was incredible. I actually hope him and the woman who plays Aunt Gladys for Weapons. I actually would be very happy to see them get nominations for supporting actor and actress for the Oscars. Josh Brolin in this movie is incredible.
Yes.
I really felt like his role really like hit me. It really felt like a dad who's like just trying it. It was great.
I think that what made it so scary is when we were watching the Fantastic Four, we watched it in IMAX and that trailer was so loud.
Yeah. The trailer was loud. But the trailer was freaky.
I forget these movies. So I'm glad that you
Weapons
agree.
was good. I was a little late to the party, but Weapons was good.
I don't know if that one's on my list.
It was freaky. But check it out if you haven't, if you had interest in it, because it's really good. But yeah. So this isn't exactly a hot topic. It's just a question I want to talk about. So considering we've been both doing a lot of discussions about zombie media.
Yeah.
I wanted to, and while we play our ads, we'll think for a minute. Let's just talk. It is a question. Give me a definitive answer. What is your favorite piece of zombie media?
Okay.
So think about that for a second. We'll take a quick ad break and we'll be right back.
Untouchable, unstoppable.
This is WIUR Sports Radio.
Hi, I'm Robbie Basil, president of WIUR Radio, and I hope you're enjoying today's show. Have you ever wanted to call the biggest games, the biggest moments for the biggest names for Iona Athletics? Then the newly founded WIUR Sports Radio is the place to be. Launched in January of 2025, our goal is to try and get broadcasters here at Iona an opportunity to learn, succeed, and get a chance to be on air. From getting to call the big moments at the hack.
Dinkins trying to go to the rack. Denied. Yafet Mundi.
To seeing the crack of the bat at City Park.
The line drive into left field, around third, and it kicks away. The Gales are going to win it in 10.
We make those moments happen on our brand new WIUR Sports Radio platform on Mixer. If you're interested, feel free to reach out to me via email or to the rest of my e-board to join the club. We are WIUR Sports Radio, the new home of Iona Athletics. Now, back to the show on WIUR, Iona University Radio.
This is WIUR Radio.
Hi, I'm Morgan Beastie from the Ionian, and I hope you're enjoying today's show. Are you looking for the latest scoop on campus news, sports, and more? Check out the Ionian, Iona University's very own award-winning student newspaper. We keep you up to date with everything happening on and off campus. Want to know about the big game, the latest campus event? It's all in the Ionian. Join the conversation. Read, write, and get involved. Visit www.theionian.org or pick up a copy around campus. Stay informed, stay connected. Now, back to WIUR, Iona University Radio.
Thank you to our sponsors, our ads. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Now, what's the best piece of zombie media you've ever experienced?
You go first.
No,
'cause
no. You go first. I asked the question. You go first.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Wow. All right.
The Last of Us
We've
Part
discussed that very heavily in the past couple, so we'll make that one brief. If I had to say the best piece of zombie media,
2. Plants vs.
Garden Warfare 2. No. I would either say The Last of Us Part 1 or The Walking Dead.
I haven't seen enough of The Walking Dead to put it
Mhm.
up there yet. I know people have said that. I mean, when I think of zombie media, I mean Fortnite, zombies. No,
What was that mode called?
Save the World.
Save the World, yeah.
I know Call of Duty Zombies doesn't count because like the zombies are just the enemies you mode
Yeah,
in.
I wasn't counting it like that because
No,
it
yeah.
was like
I'm just trying to think of any other.
it is a
zombie,
piece
like,
of zombie media, but
Night of the Living Dead. Oh,
Dawn of the Dead,
Ash versus the Living Dead, or like
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead. My friend's a really big fan. Shout out Chris. Ash and the Legion of Darkness, I think it's called, that one where he goes back in time to like
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man. There's not a zombie media. They show up like twice, and Beam goes zombie.
Shout out to All of Us Are Dead, the Korean zombie show where the
Train to
kids-
Busan.
Train to Busan.
That was a really good one. I don't know why I didn't think of that one. We watched that. That was a really funny viewing experience we had last year. He had to watch it for one of his classes, and he like we were watching it like 1:30 at night, and
Yeah, it
like
was
halfway through,
late.
he was like, "I gotta go to sleep. Wake me up in 30 minutes so we can watch the rest of the movie." So I paused it. I started playing like Devil May Cry 1.
Yeah.
He came back and was like, "Let's watch this."
Yeah, I
movie."
took like a 30-minute nap in the middle of Train to Busan. I was like, God, I gotta lock it.
We watched a lot of stuff really late last year. We
We
watched
really did.
Arcane at like 3 in the morning when it came out
Well,
on
that was
Netflix.
that was a special little case. 'cause
That was
came out
really-
so early. and
that
we
was
were like,
really
you were
fun.
like, we have to wake up and watch it.
I thought it was
Alright.
really good when we did that. Made the viewing experience very enjoyable. I mean, I think probably one of the most fun I've had. I know this is really branching from our discussion, but like one of the most enjoyable TV show viewing experience I had was Arcane season 2, episode 3. Watching that at like 4 o'clock in
Wasn't
the
that the
morning.
one that I hate with Jace?
No, season 3, episode 3 is the one where they're fighting, and then Jace goes and touches the anomaly, and then you get that awesome fight scene between Caitlyn and Vi and Jinx
Oh.
and that
that
young
one was
girl,
great. That was
Savika,
incredible.
when they're fighting, and then Jace touches the thing, and it's just like the long line of Jace's as Jinx's rocket malfunctions and explodes.
Mhm.
Like that is genuinely some of the best animation I've ever seen in my entire life.
That episode, I actually no joke. It popped up in my YouTube recommended. I rewatched that fight the other day. I forgot that was episode 3. I thought
so good.
that
So
was incredible.
good.
But all right, I think we have time
Yeah.
for 2 more things. So we're gonna really quick, Jack, rank all of the major FromSoft Souls games
Okay.
from your least favorite to your favorite.
My
'Cause
least-
this is gonna roll into our blind ranking.
My least favorite is Demon Souls. I think Demon Souls is
actually we'll just go piece for piece. Mine is also Demon Souls.
Demon Souls
Love it.
stinks. There are
Mm.
parts of it that are stinky.
I still think it is a great
Yeah, it's not a bad game,
but
but,
it is,
like-
in my opinion, by far the worst of the 7 of them.
Just it's too old. Even the remake feels old. They didn't change any of this stuff. They made it look nice, and they didn't change anything that was actually old about it. Like, can I be honest about that? Like, I watched you play it, and I played a little bit of it when you weren't like
Yeah.
using it. Just it still felt old. All the
'Cause
bosses
it kind of
felt
is.
old, but they didn't remake anything. They just made it look different.
Like, and there's still so many mechanics that I get it. It makes Demon Souls unique to what it is, but it was just mechanics that like are miserable to
Yeah.
actually
Like
play.
the final boss stealing your soul levels when you get hit
That
by
wasn't even
grab.
that bad because I never got hit by that.
I got hit
What
by that like 5 times, and I had to like cheat
What
after that.
bothered me was the whole if you die once, it affects your world tendency and
Yes,
locks you
that's
out
a
of
bad
doing
one.
certain things.
That's a bad one.
Even if I wasn't going for the plays, that would have been annoying. I'm like, oh, I wanted this weapon. It's like, yeah, by the way, you died once 4 hours ago in game, so you just can't get that now. I was like,
But-
all right,
The second worst, I think we all know it's Dark Souls.
Dark
2.
Souls 2.
Dark Souls 2 has redeemable parts of it, and then the whole 95% of the game is stinky. Like that is one of the few Dark Souls games I would say is actually like a fundamentally badly constructed video game. I don't think it's bad, but it's not well constructed.
Mhm. I actually think a lot of parts. There are many parts in the world I really like
Mhm.
aesthetically too.
As a game, it's miserable.
I just think they cranked up. First of all, it is dysfunctional. Like he
Doesn't
is
work.
right.
Doesn't work.
That actually is the if I had to pick one reason why I dislike it,
It's because it doesn't work.
I wouldn't even say I dislike Dark Souls 2. I actually really enjoy
Yeah,
Dark
I don't
Souls
hate
2,
it
that I
either.
actually look forward to going back and playing. But in terms of you're talking about all of them, it's literally like there are so many dysfunctional parts
It's-
of that game. Like
It's
hit
miserable.
boxes.
Fighting the Lost Center is miserable. Fighting the poopy monster in the sewer is
It's just
miserable.
like they don't function as
Just
intended.
bad.
So
Number 3 will probably be Bloodborne. I don't love Bloodborne super. Like, I'm not a huge fan on the Victorian
that is
Lovecraftian
so
horror.
far our lists are exactly the same because
Bloodborne is by
not my
far and away a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. And
I agree.
just because I'm saying I don't like it that much doesn't make it a bad game. But there are just like there are parts of it that I really love, and then there are parts of it where everybody looks at me and they're like, "It's the best video game ever made," and I'm like, "Dark Souls 3 is better."
I also like the whole knights, castles,
Yeah.
medieval stuff like that more than like the Victoria, England. Just not even like by a ton, but I
Just a
like that
small
more.
bit.
So I like the Dark Souls and like Elden Ring more.
This is where I think our lists are going to start to differ. I'm going to put Dark Souls 1 here.
yeah, okay. All right.
What do you have? In this spot?
I next would probably put so hard.
'Cause
I
now
would
we're getting to the really hard stuff.
probably put Dark Souls 3. Even though I think Dark Souls 3 is objectively I think objectively their best is Elden Ring.
Yeah.
After that, in my opinion, I think Dark Souls 3 is Miyazaki's second best.
I think Dark
I
Souls
think
3
he
is
is so on the ball with Dark Souls
Yeah.
3. But I have sweet spots for the next 3 that just are. It is close. It is so unbelievably close. I have
these next
sweet-
4. These are the closest ones.
Yeah.
I think what makes Dark Souls 3, I think Dark Souls 3 is his most perfect game. I think Elden Ring is his best game, but I think Dark Souls 3 is the closest he's come to perfect.
I think Elden Ring is closer to perfect than Dark Souls 3.
I think
but
Elden Ring has too much. I think there is too much in Elden Ring that can go
Mhm.
wrong.
But
I think
but it's different because Elden Ring was a completely different
Yes.
beast. It
Mhm.
was its goal wasn't the same
No,
goal as
they're
Dark Souls 3.
different.
Dark
They're
Souls 3
different.
was the linear,
Yes.
semi-open world.
That's
and
why I
Elden
think
Ring
it's
was
his
just a completely different thing,
beast.
and
It
it's
was-
its own thing. So like, but I just think Elden Ring is so good.
Elden Ring
But
is really good. Number 3 is Sekiro. Sekiro is, in my opinion, the best Souls combat that they have created to date. It's the best of the best from Miyazaki.
might be I think it might be my favorite world too.
yeah,
I really and one of my favorite stories from.
it's not my
I-
favorite world, but it's definitely my favorite story. I think it's because it's actually comprehensible. You don't have to read 30 pages of lore from a
book.
firebomb. Yeah, to get what's going on.
Yeah, I like how I like how the main character is a character.
Yes.
I'm not saying that they should do that for like every other game or what, but I'm just saying for Sekiro in particular,
Yeah.
I do genuinely really enjoy that. Like Wolf is a character.
Yep.
He has voice lines. Wolf is Wolf. It's not like you pick and choose and build your
Yeah.
character and you're the nameless, you chosen undead.
Yeah.
Like Wolf is a character
Yeah,
and he
he-
moves through this story, and then you pick your endings on which way you want to
Yeah.
go. And I think it's so good. But
Num-
I would have put also also it pains me so much. I would have put also Sekiro.
Yeah. I think number 2, I'm going to put Elden Ring. I think I've played Elden Ring a lot, and I think that Elden Ring is a phenomenal game. I think it's his best game to date,
Mhm.
but I think that there's too much sometimes.
I agree.
There's
Sometimes
just
it's a little
a lot
overwhelming. It's a
to
little
do.
overwhelming.
And I've played it a lot. I've only ever beaten it once, but I have at least 8 playthroughs sitting outside of
Yeah.
the final boss.
Mhm.
And it's just too much. But when you play it with friends, it's not too much. When you play it with friends, it is, in my opinion, the most enjoyable multiplayer Souls experience you'll
Yeah.
have.
And I think the final boss is a bit weaker.
Yeah, the Elden Beast is kind
For
of
how-
a bad final
For
boss.
how good and grand and awesome everything in Elden Ring is, I thought the Elden Beast, while visually pleasing,
Because
I just thought it was a little underwhelming.
Radagon is awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Radagon's awesome.
great, but Elden Beast is a little rough. It's not a bad boss by any
Mhm.
means. It's just not great.
My number 2, I think, would also be Elden Ring. Pains me to do that as well, but my favorite is just Dark Souls 1.
My favorite is
I've-
Dark Souls 3. 'cause I've played that game 12 times.
It's like perspective. It's like our parallels. You
Yeah.
play the game 12 times. I've beaten it 36.
yeah.
It's good. I
I
can just
watched
play
him
the
do it in
game-
like an hour.
I can just play that game over and over and over again. It genuinely never gets old.
I
I'll
just-
get a little tired of the other ones
Yeah.
sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, all right, I've had enough Sekiro for a little bit. I've had enough Elden Ring because there's so again, like you said, it gets a little
Just too much.
I'm like, all right, too much Elden Ring. Gotta relax. Like I did 3 back-to-back playthroughs for the plat, and then did the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, and I was very
Yeah.
much like, God, I could take a break of Elden Ring for a little bit.
Dark Souls.
I could just do Dark Souls 1 over and over. and
Dark
over again.
Souls 3 is just one of those games you play it and you're like, wow. Like
It's incredible. It's a
Every time
masterpiece.
I beat the Ringed City, I sit there and I'm like, this was a $15 DLC.
Yep.
I was like, I paid $15 for a whole video game.
For an extra video game, essentially,
Yeah.
a small video game. Yeah.
And it's like Ashes of an Ariandel is a little weaker because it's like same price but half the area. But it has one
And the
of
area's not as fun.
no, and it
The
has
Ring
one of-
City is way cooler.
yeah,
than-
and it has one of the best boss
you.
fights in the entire series. Sister Frida is like,
so cool.
oh my god, that boss fight
That's
is
such an
so
amazing
good.
boss, bro.
But
But Ring City also has an amazing final
Demon
boss
Prince
with Gale.
Dark Eater Midir. If you're counting that stupid church dude,
I hate that guy.
That
guy
Slave Knight Gale. There's another one I'm missing. There's another boss. That's an optional one.
Is it a dragon?
No,
Huh.
it's you can fight Patches. He counts as the Patches
yeah.
Lap. If
Yeah.
if you give Lap his
Mhm.
memory, that counts as a boss, but it's not really.
But yeah,
But
anyway, that's our
Demon
ranking list
Prince-
because
Demon Prince
we're
is
running out of
underrated.
time. So we're
Yes.
gonna quickly do your blind ranking for this
Okay.
week. Jack, we're rolling into it. Souls bosses.
All right,
Here we
let's
go.
go. Here we go.
Any game.
Okay.
Mesmer.
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna put him at 2. I really like Mesmer.
I remember you were very when I was doing
He's
my Elden
such
Ring. You
a
were so
good
excited.
boss. He's my favorite boss in Elden Ring.
Yeah, he was
He's
super really
incredible.
hard too.
And then he turns into the snake at the. Oh my god, so
really good boss. Artorias from Dark Souls 1.
I'm gonna put it at 4. I know that's like sacrilegious, but I think Artorias is a really good
He's
baseline.
perfect for that time in
Yes.
that game.
He is the baseline for all of the good. Every good boss that Miyazaki has made has been built off something that Artorias did.
I agree. They're like, especially look at Elden Ring.
Half the stuff
and
that-
Dark Souls 3, any of the big dudes with swords, it
It's all
100%.
Artorias.
There's Artorias was his first. Like
Yes.
Artorias walked so all of those
Yes.
bosses could run and be that much better. Whatever you want to say.
I agree.
Radon,
Mhm.
all of them.
I mean, the Abyss Watchers are like, in my opinion, Miyazaki's better.
there are a bunch of like mini
Artorias.
Artorias.
Yeah, that's exactly. They're just
essentially.
like really good.
All right, Radon.
Which one?
Not consort Radon, regular.
Oh,
Radon.
regular Radon. I fought that guy pre-nerf. I have 5, 1, 3 left. I'm gonna put him in 3
All right.
because I think he's good, but I think his boss fight gets a little too cheesy with the summons.
Yeah,
a little bit.
they
But-
can, but
but
they
you
also
can't
make
beat him without
But
it.
they also make him really. I actually
He's
the
really
first time I
intimidating,
beat him, I beat him, but I summoned an army of like 20 people, and that actually made it more fun for me. Not
Yeah,
even because I could
100%.
beat him. It was also running into battle with like my 40
you-
summons
You
behind
can't
me.
beat him without the summons. It's like near
He's so
impossible.
hard.
It's near
It's
impossible.
really hard.
You can do
Um,
it, but it's hard.
I mean, I did it for my playlist,
Yeah.
but it's hard. But it was also on top of like hundreds of hours
Yeah.
of perfecting everything. All right. So you got 1 and 5.
Okay.
So you got the best and the worst left.
Okay.
Yishin the Sword Saint.
Number 1. That's 100%. If there's whatever you give me after this, maybe it doesn't deserve 5, but I think Ishin deserves 1.
Yishin is one of my favorites.
I think Ishin is just a perfect final boss.
I completely.
I don't
agree.
think there's
Lore
actually.
and like physical fight,
Mhm.
like the character itself. Ishin is a.
I don't
perfect
think that he's
final
made a
boss.
better final boss. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's made a better final boss.
Oh,
Gwyn is really good.
I think the only other one between again lore, like writing
Mhm.
and fight, because I think they're both important for those games.
Mm-hmm.
The only other one that can compete is the Soul.
Yes,
is the
Soul
Soul
of
of
Cinder,
Cinder
yeah.
from Dark Souls 3.
but
Other than that,
No.
Ishin is the best final boss.
yeah, he's the
100% in my opinion. And then all right, well, you put Gehrman in number 5.
Okay. I think that's probably where I would have put him anyway.
Mhm.
Gehrman is my favorite fight in Bloodborne, but I still don't think Gehrman stands up to any of the bosses. on that
I
list.
agree. I tried to give you just basically heaters.
Yeah,
This
no.
week, it's
I
really well.
think the only regret is I maybe would have put Mesmer a little bit higher than
Mhm.
Ishin because I like Mesmer a lot more.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was a lot of fun. I had a good time this episode. Next
Yeah, this is
week,
a good one.
Next week, you get my lore dump about Frankenstein. 'cause
Yes,
I'm very excited.
Very excited
But-
to see the Death Stranding 2 inspired Frankenstein.
Yes. Anyway, thank you for joining us, folks, for episode 8, the Pop Culture Crew, Jackson Burkhart,
Jack
Jack
Driscoll.
Driscoll. We'll
Have a
see
good
you next
one.
week.
See ya.